you can see them running from the scene after that.
Well, events in St. Peter's Square are just getting underway. We are seeing live pictures now of the Pope. He's out there in the popemobile and he's just been making his way through the crowds that have gathered in St. Peter's Square for that inaugural mass, which is happening later this morning. A huge day there. Tens of thousands of people have travelled to watch this moment, as well as lots of world leaders, religious leaders and dignitaries. And you just see that white vehicle there making its way through the crowds. Well, I'm joined by Austin Ivory. He's a papal biographer to talk to us all about the significance of today. There we have it, those first pictures of the Pope coming out. What does this moment mean to people, do you think, who are watching?
Well, it's huge. This is the first time that is the official beginning of his pontificate. He's obviously been Pope since he was elected 10 days ago, but this is the first time that he shows himself to the world. It's the first time that the people of God, as we call them, have a chance to get to know him. And it's the first time also that he can send a very clear message to the world about, if you like, the programme or the priorities of his pontificate. So it's, if you like, a moment of bonding of the people with the Pope. Confirmation that the Americas is now, if you like, the seat of Catholicism. It's no longer Europe, it's the Americas.
Okay, let's cross live now to St. Peter's Square. Our correspondent Bethany Bell is there. Bethany, we're watching pictures here of the popemobile coming out, going around the crowds. How's the reaction been?
There's a real sense of emotion and excitement here. We spoke a little bit earlier to a German woman who told us she'd flown in just for today. She flew in last night. She's flying out again because she needed to be here at the beginning of Pope Leo's papacy, the official inaugural mass. And of course, you can hear the cheers behind me as people are waving and cheering at the Pope as he goes around the square in his popemobile. A sense that, you know, that he has come out to greet people for the first time. And, you know, he's just coming behind me there. You can see waving at the crowd. There are big cheers from people here. It's a very multinational crowd. We've seen people from Mexico, we've seen people from Slovakia, we've seen people from various parts of Africa and Southeast Asia. So there is this real sense of excitement. But at the moment, of course, still enjoying the cheers of the crowd here, who've been telling us that this is a moment that they will never forget. One young woman, in fact, saying that she felt that people of her generation weren't present enough at moments of history, and she was here because she wanted to emphasize that.
Royalty, world leaders and religious figures, but above all, it's those lay people who are there in their thousands awaiting this very special moment. We've been watching Pope Leo drive through the crowds in an open-top popemobile, much to the excitement of all of those there. Many people coming especially for this historic occasion. And we've seen so much history come through over the past few weeks, from the death of Pope Francis, of course, to the choosing of, to his funeral, then to the choosing of a new Pope, Pope Leo XIV. And today, as we watch the splendour and the grandeur within St. Peter's Basilica there, the altar where Pope Leo will be celebrating this incredibly special inauguration mass. We'll be watching this on our special coverage here on BBC News. I'm Kasia Madera, and it's an absolute privilege to be with you throughout what is a historic moment for Catholics, the 1.4 billion Catholics worldwide. But of course, this is more than just for the Catholics. This is an important moment for religion, for worldwide diplomacy as well, because we know already that Pope Leo has been making overtures. He's been speaking about the importance of peace, and it feels like this is going to be an element that will recur throughout this pontiff, because peace is very much at the forefront of what he wants to see. And it's something that he's already made overtures to the president of Ukraine, Volodymyr Zelensky, saying that he wants to be as helpful as he possibly can in establishing peace in Ukraine. And we know, of course, Pope Francis was very involved speaking to Christians in Gaza. So it'll be fascinating to watch how Pope Leo then takes on this role, a worldwide figure of such importance, not just to the 1.4 billion Catholics worldwide, but here we're seeing some of the imagery, some of the important aspects of what we'll be witnessing throughout this inauguration mass.
Grant you his abundant gifts of wisdom and eloquence in the ministry of confirming your brethren in the unity of faith. And Cardinal Dominique Mamberti, a cardinal deacon representing Europe, confers upon Pope Leo XIV the pallium. This liturgical insignia of the Roman pontiff is made of white wool and a symbol of the bishop as the good shepherd, and at the same time of the Lamb crucified for the salvation of the human race. The lamb's wool is meant to represent the lost, the sick, and the weak sheep which the shepherd places on his shoulders, and he carries to the waters of life. Grant you the ring, the seal of Peter the fisherman, who put his hope in him on the Sea of Galilee, and to whom the Lord Jesus entrusted the keys of the kingdom of heaven. Today you succeed the blessed Apostle Peter as Bishop of this church, and Cardinal Tagle confers the ring of the fisherman, which is unique to Pope Leo, on his finger. This ring has roots in the New Testament. The Holy Father looks at it, newly placed upon his ring finger of his right hand.
So we have the official start to Pope Leo's pontificate. Austin, we're expecting the homily now, and this is Pope Leo sending his message, giving his message, and so much will be read into what he says next.
It's an important moment where he can send signals to the world and to the Church about what he sees as his priorities. But first of all, he's receiving the Pledge of Obedience on behalf of the people of God. And this involves, as you can see, a cardinal, but we'll also have a bishop, we'll have a priest, we'll have a deacon, we'll have a married couple. We'll have also 2 representatives of the religious orders. So they are symbolically on behalf of the whole people of God, pledging their loyalty and obedience to this new successor of St. Peter.